Hey there, didn't even see you sitting over there. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We are just getting moving here, just out of the shower, trying to get the hair dry before we start in the studio. On today's video, we're going to be talking all about songwriting and why you need to carve some time out of your schedule and figure out somewhere to go where you can get out of your day-to-day routine and all the distractions that you have in your world and get recentered, recharged, and refocused on your music for 2023. And with that, let's make our way to the studio. So we're back here in the studio. It has been it's been a busy whirlwind of a few weeks. So what we'll take a look at in this video, we're going to look at some footage of me writing these songs that I'm going to be talking about. I went on my writer's retreat down to St. Teresa, Florida, in the panhandle of Florida. It's the Gulf. It's the most beautiful, beautiful place on earth. If you have an opportunity to go there, do it. Don't tell too many people about it because it is a hidden gem, but go get a little taste of it. It's near Apalachicola, famous for their oysters, and man, what an amazing experience it was. Right out of the gate, I want to thank Ben and Allison Stewart so much for giving me access to this beautiful house. So much magic in that space. I wrote a bunch of songs. It was the most productive writer's retreat I've ever had. And I came back with about a half an album's worth of material. I've written 3 or 4 songs since I've been back. I'm like, that's what we're here to talk about today. I want to talk about songwriting and really getting out of your environment, going somewhere, packing up, getting out of all the distractions that you have in your life. I know there's going to be a bunch of you saying, I don't have time to do that. I don't have the money to do it. I don't have this. I don't have that. Figure out somewhere you can go, take a weekend, get away, recharge, reset, recalibrate, get refocused on what you want to get done in 2023, whatever that is. And that could be music. It could be anything. But I find that when we get out of our own way and we get out of our day-to-day routines and we just go somewhere where we can be present and really think about the things that we want and the things that we want to accomplish, get away from our distractions like the TV, the telephone, access to all of our friends, our families, our day-to-day responsibilities. It allows us to really hone in and make some serious headway. And I can tell you from my experience this past week, it was simply, I can't express how productive and how much of an impact it made on me on so many different levels. I came back, I'm fully recharged. I am really, really inspired creatively and am working my butt off to accomplish all the goals that I set while I was down at the beach. So there's no better time than right now. It's the first of the year-ish to go and do that. But today I want to talk about just songwriting and give you guys some things that have really helped me and helped me be productive while I was on my writer's retreat. So I came back. My intention was I had a show last Wednesday opening up for my buddy Charlie Starr of the band Blackberry Smoke. If you're not hit Blackberry Smoke, I'm going to link their stuff in the description. You should absolutely check them out. They are one of the hardest working rock and roll bands out doing it right now and have a ton of music out. They put out about a record a year, and it's all so good. So I was honored to get to share the stage with him on kind of a songwritery, storytellers type of gig. And my intention was to come back and play a full set of brand new songs. And then, I wrote enough to do that, but then you remember you actually have to learn these songs and go out and perform them in front of people. That's a little more challenging. So I did play 4 of the new songs. We're going to take a listen to a cut of one of them in this video at the end. We'll also go through some video of me writing the song and going through my process. But I'm really excited to be playing these types of shows and where they're not like full-on rock band shows, where I really get to dig in and tell the stories of the songs and my process of songwriting. And I hope you guys enjoy the tunes. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm also going to link, I always forget to do this, all of my social stuff, and that basically is Instagram and Facebook, will be linked in the description as well. I'd love to connect with you guys on there also. And yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hey man, y'all know what we do here. I'd like to invite you to take a chance on this channel. Hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you get notified when the videos come out, and drop me a comment. I'd love to know something about you, what you're into, what your passions are, what brought you to this channel. And at the end of the video, if you'd like what you saw, I'd like to ask you to hit the like button. All right, so when we're talking about songwriting, a lot of the stuff I just talked about, it's so hard, at least for me, when I'm in here, even in a studio that's in my house, where I have access to all my recording gear. I've got access to kind of everything. But when you also have access to all your distractions, you got access to the TV, you got access to your telephone, you got access to your family, you've got access to your job, to your responsibilities, you've got access to your habits of the things that you do when you get sort of stifled in your creativity of going, you know, for me, I start lots of songs, but whenever I get sort of hit a brick wall with them, I tend to go, well, I'm going to go do this. I'll come back. We'll finish that later. And maybe you do, maybe you don't. But what I find, why you should go take a writer's retreat, whether that's a weekend or whether that is a full week like I did, whether it's 1 day or 2 days, it can make such an impact because it allows you to reset. Went down, no TV, very little internet. I ran a hotspot so that I could use, I write in Google Docs so I can catalog all my songs. So I had that pulled up. And otherwise, I was listening to music, playing music, writing music, or walking on the beach, listening to the ocean, just sort of resetting, singing melodies, talking into my smartphone, just doing the, you know, the voice memo thing. And it made such a big impact when I just did that repeatedly, day after day. And I wrote all week. It just reminds you that while songwriting is a gift that we are given, those of us who are have the ability and the desire and the passion to create, it is certainly a gift, but it's a muscle. It is a big time muscle, and it atrophies if you don't use it. And the more that you use it, and the more that you have a process and you use that muscle and you work it and you work it and you work it, you're going to get stronger and stronger. My songwriting right now is really just, I'm just feeling it. And the more that you write, the more that you're going to be called to write. And the muse, as they say, is going to bring those ideas to you. And the things that really helped me while I was there, and things I think would help everyone with their writing, and something I'm going to integrate even into my songwriting now. I went down there, and what I was concerned about is wasting a full day trying to chase down some song idea that I couldn't flush out. And so what I decided to do was do time blocks. So I just set a timer on my iPhone for 1 hour, and I would write for a solid hour, and I wouldn't stop working on that tune, whatever tune it was, for an hour until that alarm went off. And if at the end of that I had some great momentum, I may give myself another 30-minute time block or another hour time block to keep working on that song. But oftentimes I would get up, go get some fresh air, walk the beach, maybe flush out. A lot of times I was kind of hitting roadblocks, and I just kept trying to work through them. And then our alarm went off, and I went on to the next thing. And that allowed me to just really keep momentum going, where I was never getting bogged down on some song that I just couldn't figure out the part to. And what I found, especially when you're writing a bunch of tunes at one time, like I'm doing, I'm writing songs for an album I'm about to cut. So it wasn't like me going, well, I'm writing this one song, writing this. I went down there with the intention of writing as many songs as I could. I'd hoped to come back with like 14, which was a lofty idea, but I came back with 6 songs demoed and 5 others that are pretty close, and then went and played 4 of those at a show and had a tremendous response to them. So I'm riding high on everything, my takeaways from the beach. But so yeah, time blocks when you're writing. I highly encourage you to do that. Also, your intention when you're writing, write to finish songs. So what I have been bad about in the past is starting a song and getting some good momentum with it, and then maybe the phone rings, or I get distracted, or I just can't figure out lyrically where it needs to go. Does it need a bridge part? Does this thing need a pre-chorus? Is the chorus working? All the things that we drive ourselves crazy with when we're writing songs, you know, the insecure aspects of, is this thing good? Writing to finish a song and come up with a completed arrangement, even if you know that you're not going to keep what's there, to have a framework and a roadmap to go back and start massaging things in place lyrically. How the story, is it too personal? Is it too much about me, I, this? Does it need to be a little more vague, a little more universal, so it tells a better story, paints a bigger picture? Those types of things. Write to finish a song, and then you can always start just condensing that thing down and sculpting it and massaging everything into place till it is the best that it can be. Don't be afraid to write bad songs. That's something that I was challenged with for such a long time. You want all your songs to be great, and if you find that you're writing a song that doesn't seem to have the mojo, to just give up on that song and not finish it and just sort of scrap the idea, go, oh, that song sucks. I think it's a real good habit to get in of writing and finishing a song, even if you think it's not good, because sometimes once you get a little distance from it, you oftentimes, at least from my experience, realize that a few tweaks can make a song that's bad into something that's really, really good. And the last thing I'll say is capture everything. You know, all of us these days have these smartphones, and most all of them have great voice recorders on them. So I was in the habit of, for a long, long time, of recording the good stuff, the stuff that I thought was really, that's a slamming song idea, I'm gonna get that. But I may have another lyrical idea that I'm like, I'll remember it. You won't remember it. Record everything. Voice memos, I tie mine to Dropbox. I've got a folder in there, so if I feel like it's a song that really has something and I want to circle back to it, I copy it to Dropbox, and I have a scheduled time block in my calendar where I go and review those things so that I can do that. So I was and am in the corporate world, and there's so many time management tools that I use to get the most out of my days, and integrating those things into my songwriting and into my creative process has made a tremendous difference in my productivity and starting things, finishing things, certainly getting these videos out. The more that you can have a process for how you get things done, even if there is a lot of flexibility within that, it's going to serve you well. All right, so that's my tips to how to ramp up your songwriting for 2023. I hope that you guys get something out of those tips. They've worked tremendous for me, and we're all at different phases in our creative pursuits and our songwriting journey. So take what you want from this. This is really, there's no hard and fast rules here. The biggest thing that you can do is just show up every day, show up for yourself, and keep pushing forward and keep that momentum going, carrying momentum like we talk about on this channel all the time. All right, so with that said, let's go take a trip to the beach. Meardal Beach, boy. And a good morning to you all. This is, is it day 2 or it's day 1? Got down to the beach yesterday, got all the gear set up, and had a pretty early night last night. Worked on some goal setting, got a good night's sleep in, forgot to turn the heat on, so woke up at like 5 o'clock this morning. A little chilly, it's feeling a little toasty in here now. It's a few minutes before 7 a.m. Sun's still not up. We're gonna go walk the beach here in a few, but I've already made some good headway on one of the tunes. Really kind of the one that's just got a great hook. I just find myself continually singing. So got lots of lyrical ideas now, and it's verses are feeling pretty wordy. So I'm gonna what I'm trying to do here is just get everything on the page, and then we'll come back and we'll start editing and really condensing down and figuring out what the best snapshot of the story and the song is. And that is my process with songwriting. What I like to do is really try to get out of the way of it. A lot of times when I try to find the perfect word or find whatever it is that I feel is like going to make this song such a great hit. This is not a mock turtleneck. A friend of mine asked me if I had a turtleneck on yesterday. It's a fleece, people. It's a fleece. But yeah, it's so easy sometimes to get in the way of the song coming out of you. And the best thing you can do is just sort of open yourself up to it, play it, feel it, and let the story tell itself. I'm going to try this again. So this is a song that is at the moment titled We. It's a little heartbreak song. We're down here at the beach to work our through a little heartbreak. Nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful song coming out of it. I'm 1,000 miles and 1,000,000 stars from you. Don't know how I got here or how I'm gonna make it through. Outside of the bedroom there's a light that shines. I'm going crazy and I'm losing my mind. I can't go outside, feels like Mexico. The clock keeps ticking, and the world keeps spinning. Yeah, we're all getting closer every single minute to that final curtain call that we all must take. If you're lucky, you might live to the old grave. To that final curtain call that we all must take. If you're lucky, you live till you're old and gray. Some burn out and some fade away. You never know until it's too late. Yeah, life happens fast, it'll soon be over. Don't look back, keep moving forward. Run like hell, it'll reach the finish line. No one beats Father Time. I drove to Nashville, on to St. Louis, driving like hell to get to you. See, I'm a vagabond on the hunt for love, and I'm making my way to you. You see, this kind of love, it don't come around, except for maybe once in a lifetime. If you're lucky, I found. Give it all you got, put your heart into it. Can't wait to lay eyes on you. I said, run away, baby, run away with me. Came and stole my heart away. Kept saying you were mine now and always. I started thinking a little different, started making some plans. So damn, it felt good to be your man. Yeah, I love you, I need you, can't be without you. The things you used to say when all this started. We all wanna feel held and free. I'll hold you if you hold me. Remember the good life. No need to worry, everything's alright. Ain't in no hurry, all of the bad vibes up and blown away. I'm just living the American dream, a struggling business and a family to feed. Paycheck away from losing the house, trying hard to keep food on the table. Came back from the war a little different, a pill addict and a skeptic of the system. He's up at dawn and it works till dark. It's a long hard road to the middle. Said, is it worth fighting for, to get a little bit more? Is it everything you wanted? Do you feel it? Say, poor keep pouring, rich keep getting richer. right, we are getting packed up. The demos are done, and they're rough demos. Like, I know that this probably seems like a ton of gear to bring on just a kind of a songwriting retreat, but as much as anything, it's just been good practice to put the rig together, to bring it down here, get everything set up, to be tracking, to have access to a full demo rig no matter what comes up. I came up with a cool piano song idea while we were down here, and yeah, all in all, I think I'm leaving with kind of a demoed 6, and I've probably got 4 more that I'm working on. Been down here since Monday. It is Friday, and came out with about 11 songs, 6 that are demoed. We'll take it. It's a start. Still a lot of work to do even on the songs that are demoed, but that is the process. You got to start them to be able to finish them, and what an awesome experience.
I'm 1,000 miles and 1,000,000 stars from you. I don't know how we got here or how we're gonna make it through. I'm down at the beach and it's starting to sink in that I'm probably never gonna see your face again. I'm holding it together, I'm keeping it in one piece. You're a hard pill to swallow and I keep swallowing. Change is hard, but it's the only way to grow. If love ain't real, I guess you gotta let it go. It's hard to keep you off my mind. I keep thinking about you all the time. All I know and all I do, all I know is I miss you. Miss you. I'm drawing lines, I'm raising hell, I'm trying to wake you up somehow, reminding you of the promises that we both made. And I'm doing more harm than I'm doing good. I wish I could take it back, yeah, I wish I could. But 6 months without your touch is 6 months too long. It's hard to take it all back, the things we say when we're mad. But all I know and all I see, I miss you and I miss we. I miss we. I miss we. I'm wondering where to, I don't know. You're hard to hold on to and even harder to let go. I'm out here hunting sand dollars, looking for the truth. I give anything to find a time machine, I get back to loving you. It's hard to let go of the dream, the one that you sold me. But all I know and all I see, all I do is I miss we. All I know and all I see, all I know. I miss you and I miss we. And all I know.
And that, my friends, is going to be the video for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the tune. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey of going on the writer's retreat. I hope you guys are inspired to do the same thing for yourselves, because I can tell you, I am feeling so inspired and so focused and ready to really make some big things happen with my music this year. So I would love for all of you guys to be feeling that same way. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what do? Hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, and drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the video. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Works like that. Don't forget, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. We got a website coming up in the next week or two. Have some merch that I'll be repping on here that you guys can copy if you want to support this channel. It's a great way to do it. And yeah, man, until next time, I'm Justin Brogdon. You guys know what to do. Keep writing those songs. Keep pushing forward. Keep being kind to each other, and keep doubling down on your dreams. We'll be seeing you very, very soon. Until next time, peace.